We live in the era of projection. Projection in psychology is essentially when someone attributes their own emotions or thoughts to other people because it's too uncomfortable for them to handle those feelings or thoughts on their own. So they try to distribute it to other people so that they don't have to deal with it themselves. It's essentially a defense mechanism, and one that's pretty sneaky because rather often people don't even notice it, and the person who's projecting themselves won't even notice it. It's one of those unconscious things. People don't really typically do it on purpose. It's just they lack self-awareness to realize that they're doing it. But the reason I wanted to bring this up is because nowadays it seems so common to see other people projecting in so many different ways. One of the biggest ones, of course, is in politics and morality, and especially now that both of those things are intertwined and there's no way to separate them, you see this a lot. Like, one thing I see pretty often is people who fall in like the far right ideology. They tend to think the entire world is full of hate because they're full of hate, right? It's not the entire world that's hateful, it's them projecting their own inner hatred onto everyone around them so they don't have to deal with those thoughts of their own and how uncomfortable they make them. Because most people probably realize that being full of hate is not a good thing. So rather than dealing with that, they like to believe that everyone else out there is also full of hate, so now it's easier to manage that. They're not the only one experiencing it. And you also see this with people who are full of insecurities, where they start projecting their insecurities on other people. So if they view themselves as weak, they're going to think that everyone else is weak. Or if they view themselves as someone who isn't worthy of being loved, they're going to think other people aren't worthy of being loved. If they think that they're lazy, they're going to attribute that to others and think everyone else is lazy. Do you see what I'm driving at? You can start to notice this concept pretty easily the more aware of it you are, and the more that you're just diligently paying attention to see a ton of examples of it. You see it all the time, and it's really important to call it out because the people who project often aren't aware that they're doing it. The more that you name it and say, hey, that's projection, the more you can start hopefully helping people level up instead of attacking the entire world and thinking that everybody is the same way they are when that's simply not true. So it's just one of those things that it's helpful to know of this behavior so that you can steer people in the right direction and hopefully stop this nonsensical thing that's happening out there with a lot of people just attributing all their bad qualities on the outside world and not taking an ounce of self-awareness and looking inside themselves and thinking, hey, maybe I need to work on myself and become a better human being and stop believing that everyone else out there is bad because maybe it's me who's the bad person. And yeah, there you go. It's just something that hopefully will help steer people in the right direction. But a lot of people need therapy. Projection is something that's useful to know. Make sure that you don't let others project onto you.